Hey guys, how is it going today? So, you see that from day to day you start thinking in Spanish more. Okay, so you have already learned two verbs, ser y estar. And today we're going to add more verbs to your treasure box. So, today we're going to speak about all other verbs. And we're going to speak about new tense, el presente de indicativo. El presente de indicativo, this is a tense which we use to speak about everyday activity. What we like to do every day, every month, every week, sometimes from time to time. So it corresponds the English present simple. El presente de indicativo. So in Spanish, when we study each new verb, we have three groups of verbs. These are the groups the verbs which finish with, which ends in ar, the second, and ir. In Spanish, when we learn each new tense, we will divide all verbs into three groups. The verbs which end in ar, which end in er, and the third group in ir. So we have three conjunctions, ar, er, ir. And by the way, when you introduced yourself, you remember in our first lesson, you already used some verbs. You told me vivo, see? Vivo en Austin, vivo en Madrid, vivo en Barcelona, me llamo Tatiana. We have already used many verbs. So today we are going to continue learning more. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the first column. Hablar. This is an example of the verb which finishes with ar. How do we conjugate it? Yo hablo, tú hablas, él habla, nosotros hablamos, vosotros habláis, ellos hablan. Please pay attention that in the form vosotros, if you study the Spanish variant, or the Spanish variant of Spanish, which we use here in Spain, so we put a stress on a, habláis. Let's have a look at the second conjugation, the verbs which finish with er. Beber, to drink. Beber, bebo. And you see, this is absolutely the same form as in the first conjugation, because for the first person singular, yo, it will be the same in all three conjugations. So, it's a little bit easy for us to remember. Bebo, tú bebes. Él bebe, nosotros bebemos, vosotros bebéis, ellos beben. So you see that if in the first conjugation, in the first group, we had are almost in all the persons, except the first one, which finishes with o, because the verb had ar, hablar, so we have a in all the persons. The same happens with beber. El verbo finishes with er, so we have e in all other persons. But let's have a look at the ir, vivir, which means to live. What is happening here? Yo vivo, tú vives, él vive, nosotros vivimos, vosotros vivís y ellos viven. You see that here our logic doesn't work, and only in two persons, nosotros y vosotros, we will have e in the ending, and all the rest will be the same as the second group with e. Okay, so at the moment probably it can sound a little bit confusing, but very soon you will learn it and it will be easy for you. And by the way, I have a trick. When you continue your studies with each new verb, with each new grammar rule, the previous one becomes easier, because you understand that it wasn't that difficult as I thought. So that's why you just need to continue to keep going. Okay, so please copy this table to our copybook to have it just in front of you when you do exercise, and to have a look all the time, as many times as you need. And let's practice. This is a very important point for us, because it's our probably the most difficult rule so far, so that's why let's practice a lot, let's understand it very well before we are going to continue. Okay? Good luck!